onegaishimasu. Us. This is Shion Steve here, Classical Martial Arts of Long Island. And today, I'd like to actually talk to you about a Japanese term. It's a term that you hear in Japanese martial arts, and more specifically in Japanese karate. It's a term, us, and it's often written in English as OSU, us. It's an interesting word because it's not a common Japanese word, though many terms we use are common Japanese words. This word's very special and really only shows up now in the martial arts. It's a contraction of two words, right? So the idea behind it, right, is it's a term that relates to two fundamental concepts, right? So one concept is the idea of pushing. And so one of the words that comes into it is asoku, which is to push. The other one is shinobi. And shinobi is an interesting word because it does mean something wondrous or magical, but at the same time it has a meaning to endure, right? So these two words put together, push and endure, well, put together become a contraction. And that contraction, right, which is pronounced as us, is a term that means I'm going to do my best. I'm going to push through. I'm going to endure. It doesn't mean yes. So sometimes in the martial arts around the world, it's mistaken for a yes. Yes in Japanese is hai, right? And if we often start and you meet someone for the first time, you say, oh, onegaishimasu, which is, oh, pleased to meet you. Please take care of me. Or when you meet someone the first time, dozu yoroshiku, which is, please, I ask your favor. Right? And at the end, when we are done, we say, oh, domo arigato, which means, oh, thank you so much. But this term us, which shows up in the martial arts, sometimes it's considered a little rough because it's a term almost like soldiers would use, which is given an assignment, we'll get it done. No matter what, we'll get it done. We'll push through. We got this. We're going to get through this. So it's a term that we use on the mat. We don't use it in general conversation in Japanese, but you use it on the mat for, I'll get this done. I'll work at it. So the teacher says to you, that's great. Your kick was good. You got to do it again. As my teacher used to say, very nice, do it again. Because repetition is the soul of skill. You got to push through. Maybe your legs are aching. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you did 300 kicks. And the teacher says, that's great. I need another 100. And 100 sounds like a lot, but that repetition again and again. For they say in general, 10,000 repetitions to mastery. So you have to say, oh, and inside yourself, you got to do what they call tamashiwara. And tamashiwara is another Japanese term. It means test of spirit. Often a word used for breaking. But tamashiwara is you have to test your spirit. What do you got inside you? You made out of cotton? You made out of iron? What are you made out of? How do you find that? How do you push yourself? Right? And that's where we use the term us. I'll endure. I'll push. I'll do my best. I'll find out what's inside me. And I'll do my darndest to get where I gotta go. And that's one of the lessons of the mat. That never-ending push and strive for excellence. And that's why we say that word. Right? And so if someone says it in a martial arts class, they mean, let's do our best. Let's work hard. And together, we can get to that point where we all become our best. As my teacher used to say, sure, together we can do. Right? So thank you so much. And us, train hard, work hard. Thank you. Domo arigato.